All right. Hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about three Yieldmax stocks. We're going to be talking about SQY, CONy, and we're also going to talk about the new ULTY, Yieldmax Ultra Income Strategy ETF. And the reason why we're talking about these is because of the distributions paid a few days ago, matter of fact. This was paid yesterday, but they all went ex-dividend on the 4th. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Square's dividend, I'm going to show you CONy's dividend, and I'm going to show you ULTY's dividend. But in case you've already seen those, what I also want to do is provide you guys with some value where I think SQY is going to be going over the next month or over the next little while. Same thing for CONy, and then the same thing for ULTY. And for ULTY, I've never introduced it on this channel, and I want to talk a little bit about what exactly the fund does. So we're going to get into that in this video. So I hope you guys do enjoy. If you guys do, look at this, 4,303 subscribers, gained over 20 subscribers in the past day. So I'm super happy and super grateful. Thank you to everyone who joined the page, and let's get into this video. Let's get into what you came for. So today we're going to talk about CONy in a second, but first I want to talk about ULTY. And the reason I'm not highlighting it here is because I have something highlighted below. You can see ULTY, the Yieldmax Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF with a 71% dividend. Let's get right into what this Ultra Option Income Strategy does, because it's a little different from the standard Yieldmax ETFs. First of all, of course, it's an actively managed fund that seeks monthly income from a portfolio, but this is where everything changed. A portfolio of covered call strategies. So notice how in ones like CONy, they're all synthetic covered call strategies. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find that here, for example. But basically what that means is, I'm not sure if I can find that in here, but basically what that means is that ULTY owns all of the stocks in the portfolio. They own the underlying companies, not like their synthetic cover call strategies with most of the Yieldmax funds, but they are owning all of the covered calls that they are writing, owning all the underlying stocks. And one thing as well to mention is that ULTY's investments, they do have sub-advisors, so they do have people watching and maintaining ULTY, the ticker, but they select between 15 and 30 underlying securities. So this is not one like CONy where they just track Coinbase, but instead this is more like an ETF where they look to track 15 to 30 underlying securities, underlying stocks, ETFs, whatever they may be, and they look to generate covered call income from those 15 to 30 holdings. Now that's the difference. I can't necessarily tell you exactly what is in ULTY's holdings at the current moment. I could show you this. It looks like Carvana something. Coinbase is in here as well, but I'm not really sure what I'm reading here. I'm not sure what this is, and so I don't want to tell you guys any misinformation. All I want to tell you here is that ULTY is the new Yieldmax Ultra Income Strategy ETF because it's under their Ultra ETFs, and they hold 15 to 30 underlying companies and own those companies in this strategy. So that's something different about them. And how have they performed over the past little while? See here, very small fund, as you know, all the Yieldmax funds are. They're currently sitting at $17.87. See, over the past, we'll go to the 6-month calendar because they're fairly new, only being brought into inception since February 29th. And you can see here that they have gone downhill. So they're down about 5 to 10% or so currently. And let's see exactly what they paid out as a dividend. They paid out $1.06, about $1.07 in their dividend for ULTY. So that's a little bit about ULTY. But next, why don't we jump into, let's jump into Coinbase. So CONy, this is another Yieldmax stock that writes a synthetic cover call strategy on the ticker symbol COIN, which is Coinbase. Now, over the past month, we can see here that CONy has been up and down, but really I want to look at Coinbase for the past month. Coinbase has been up and down. You can see here it had a period where it was trading at about 268, and really it was up to some really big highs here. So 268 was kind of the, let's see what we can see here. Going back all the way to March 11th, but really we want March 1st. So 205 was March 1st, and then it traded and ended all the way back at about 265. So from 205 to 265, a $60 gain in Coinbase's stock. This obviously should produce a pretty big dividend. As you can see here, 128% was the dividend yield. Let's see exactly what they paid out in terms of their dividends. And this is actually one that I hold in my account. Whoa, okay, lit. I'm just seeing this for the first time. $2.79. That's fantastic. I only hold about 4 shares of CONy, but as you can tell, that is a huge dividend. That's the biggest dividend they've ever paid out, 10 cents more than their previous biggest dividend. And we can see here in terms of their share price, obviously that does impact the share price. Their shares did fall about $2.70. They will fall whatever the dividend amount is. They'll be taken out of the share price. So CONy's currently sitting at about $25 for their stock, and Coinbase is sitting close to all-time high, so that's one thing to watch. It could potentially go higher. It looks like we're in a period of consolidation where the market's like, should we go higher or should we retreat back down? It's good that it hasn't plummeted from here, but we're still in rocky waters with Coinbase as a company. We're not sure whether it's going to go up or down in this current time period. It looks like it might start to trend down because it keeps hitting these lows here at about 240. So one thing to keep in mind if you're investing in CONy or in Coinbase is to watch out for if that stock falls in the future. Now, last one, we are going to go to SQY, the Square Option Income Strategy ETF. One of my favorites and a stock that I hold 22 shares of. Let's see exactly what this dividend was. So the dividend was a measly 32.95%. Anywhere else you'd hear that's fantastic, but of course for the Yieldmax, that's pretty much closer to the bottom end of their funds. Now you can see here, Block actually had a pretty big retreat over the last little while. It was pushing all-time highs here, hitting about 85, 84, 85. And then over the past couple of days, at the end of March, it really had a big retreat downwards from about $84.50 all the way down to, it looked like a low of $74. But the price has slowly recovered then over the past few days. So what does this mean for SQY? This means that the price would track the underlying stock SQ to a certain point, but then it fell pretty hard. And at the same time, we do have a lower share price than previous because the dividends paid out. So let's see exactly what that dividend was that was paid out. And that dividend was 63.64 cents, somewhere about there for the month of April. So I'm really not sure about where Square is going to go. I really thought it was going to push through as it kept on hitting these markers of about $85. But once again, we're in a state of consolidation. The last time we were in this, it trended upwards. The good thing is we're in a state of consolidation here about this marker from $80 to about 85. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye on Square, and I'll probably keep you guys posted with more videos on Square. But for the current time being, I'm not sure where it's going to go. I'll have to keep you guys posted. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, we're up to 4,303 subscribers. What a crazy marker to say. I can't believe our channel is this big. That is incredible. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed and who is making this possible. This was just a little video to show you SQY's dividend, CONy's dividend, and then also the ULTY's dividend. That's going to be weird to say. ULTY is the Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF, a new one to Yieldmax. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a like, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Please do take care.